Welcome to Leander Lions football this Friday evening. Tonight, the Lions are at Birkelbach Stadium in Georgetown, Texas, taking on the Georgetown Eagles. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast on SHN Sports. I'm Mark Sickles. Joining me tonight on the broadcast is Chuck Cracy, providing color. Mickey Holden, who will be handling the camera duties tonight. Last week, Leander lost to Glenn 27-14, and Georgetown beat Hendrickson 70-28. Looking at the standings tonight, Georgetown is at 1-1, 3-2 overall. Leander is at 0-2 in district play, 3-2 overall. They are trailing the College Station Cougars at 2-0, Glenn at 2-0, A&M Consolidated at 2-0, and Cedar Park at 1-1. So tonight is a huge game for both teams. Georgetown once again at 1-1 and Leander at 0-2 in district play, and this is a big game for both teams tonight. Not that it is going to be, season ending for both, but obviously a win for either team will push them further up in the standings. Obviously, all teams are going to play each other. But it's a big game for both tonight. So, welcome, Chuck. Mickey, thanks for joining us tonight. It's a nice evening tonight here in Georgetown, and we're ready to play some Leander Lion football.
Yes, sir. The injury bug has bitten the Lions, and we'll see a little bit of that tonight. But, it's the next man up attitude when you're dealing with a football team that, when the guy goes down, you bring that next guy up, and it's up to them to perform. So we'll see what we can do tonight. We're not going to name any names, but you may see some people that you typically see making plays not out there tonight.
Yeah.
So you want to do the sponsors real quick? We'll do that. The platinum sponsors for tonight's game, 5 Star Civil Construction. They're online at the number 5 STARSIVIL.com, or you can call them at 737-209-0532. And then we have funk.com. Of course, they're online at just that, FUNK.com, or you can call them at 737-808-3909. They're there for your real estate needs. Plains Capital Bank at plainscapital.com, or you can call them at 866-762-8392. They're there for your personal banking, commercial banking, loans, and trust and estate service needs. Right Fit Admission Consulting. You can find them online at rightfitadmissions.com or call them at 650-376-3791. They provide middle school and high school admissions consulting, and they help your family make those all-important plans. And we'll go on ahead and shout out the gold sponsors here pregame. They include Leander Athletic Club at leanderathletic.club.com, or you can call them at 512-876-1855. They provide adult and youth classes during the week and on weekends. It's for fitness, wellness, and recovery. Check them out. Also, Blue Bottom Pools. You can find them at poolinstallersaustin.com. That's POOLINSTALLERSAUSTIN.com, or call them at 512-256-3993. I think you can guess what they do there at Blue Bottom Pools. And the last gold sponsor, Quality Moving and Storage. They're online at austintexasmovers.com. That's just TX, though. Let me spell it for you. It's AUSTINTXMOVERS.com, or call them at 512-390-9543. And, of course, they help you with your moving and storage needs. And, of course, Mark, we're joined tonight on the camera. We're very blessed to have Mickey Holden provide us some additional color as well. We have right now the Bluebells lining up in front of the tunnel. I'm going to turn it back over to Mark for his call of tonight's game.
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes till kickoff. It's homecoming tonight for the Georgetown Eagles.
That means a longer halftime.
Longer halftime, and we'll show that as well. But hey, we at least win the tunnel war tonight. Look at that. Our Leander Lions visiting tunnel is a lot bigger than the Georgetown Eagles so far tonight. So we've got that victory under our belt. But yeah, it's a great game tonight here. These two teams have been playing forever. The kids have been knowing each other since they've been growing up, and it's a big rivalry, and it's great to have them in district.
It's a
We're looking.
rivalry in every sport
Yep.
too, and it doesn't matter boys, girls, whether it's on a hard court or on a turf field. It is intense rivalry between the Georgetown Eagles and the Leander Lions, and not too much unlike the Pflugerville Panthers. These two teams have been playing each other for decades.
Yeah, they have, and they've had some really big games. We had one of the softball games, coming up to get into the state championship not too long ago, and yeah, they just rivalry, volleyball, you name it. They're going against each other, and we have some other big games tonight. Hendrickson is playing A&M Consolidated. Cedar Park is at College Station, so that'll be
That
a
should
big
be a
game.
pretty good game. That game between Cedar Park, who by the way have gotten better and better with every game this season. They held Consolidated to a 10-10 tie until late in that game, and they ended up dropping it 13-10. We'll see. Football's about matchups, just like with any sport. But we'll be able to get a little bit of some insight into how much better Cedar Park has improved since they dropped an early one to Vandergrift 47-3, I think was the score. And so, we'll get an idea. That College Station team, the Lions saw that College Station team. They held them pretty tight in the first half. It was 10-3 going into the half, besides a long run from the quarterback. And then they got the ball back and scored again to open the third quarter. And so the score is not quite indicative of how tight that ball game was. And the Lions defense played exceptionally well in that football game, and hopefully we can get a similar performance from that Leander defense tonight because, as we mentioned, offensively we're missing some key parts of that offense that kind of keeps it going, and hopefully the Lions will be able to keep in the ball game defensively because if you're in the game defensively late, all it takes is one play, and it doesn't matter if that's from special teams, whether that's an offensive play or whether it's some kind of turnover.
Yep.
So you just got to put yourself in a position to win. The Lions will be probably best off to try to shorten this game as much as possible on the offensive side, but that's going to require a pretty good performance from the offensive line
Yep.
because they do need to run the football. They need to run it consistently and stay ahead of the chains. They do that, and the defense plays even close to how well they played against College Station. This is going to be a tight ball game.
Yeah, the other game tonight, Eastview is playing Glenn. So we'll try and keep up with those scores as we're going through the game tonight. But it looks like the teams are warming up. They're getting ready to head into the tunnels. We have the color guard getting ready to head out on the field, and we'll take a break for that. We're about 6:20 away from the timed kickoff. Of course, we'll see how that goes. But thanks for tuning in. Uh, should be a great game tonight. Big atmosphere here tonight in Georgetown with their homecoming, and I'm looking forward to a good game tonight.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good ball game. As we said, these teams always have pretty tight ball games. The Eagles in years past, especially recent history, have had a little bit heavier talent, bigger numbers on their program, and so they're able to have a large number of students to draw upon. The Lions have been closing that gap on these 5A schools. They're still not where they need to be numbers wise in the program, but you can see the numbers growing each year. And just the way that the Lions started this season shows that Coach Price is really building a program with a good foundation, not just slapping together a good season and hoping for the best the next season. He's
Yeah,
really putting together a program.
it takes time to build a program. I mean, you may have one superstar here or there that comes through, but it takes an offensive line, a defensive line, you got to buy into the program, and the kids are buying in. The seniors are doing a great job this year, and the whole atmosphere has changed over at Leander, and even though the results may not be what we hoped for like last week, but it's coming, and
Those
it's
games are
coming.
tight, and some of the tighter games early in the season. And here come the Lions. A lot of the games early in the season that were tight, they were able to squeak those out.
Yep.
I think that shows the talent level comparative to those teams that the Lions are very competitive. Uh, the last couple of games have been pretty tight, except for maybe the College Station game late, but it was tight up until about 3/4 of the way through the third quarter. You know,
Yep.
the Lions still had a shot at
And the past couple of games, it's really been a lack of the offense consistently driving the ball down the field and scoring. They've been able to get some drives, have been unable to capitalize, and the defense has been out there a lot longer than the offense, and it's kind of worn them down, and it showed in the third and fourth quarter. So hopefully a change in that tonight, and if the offensive line and the offense running backs, quarterbacks, receivers can control the ball, keep it out of the Georgetown offense, then hey, it's a whole different ball game.
And that's where staying ahead of the chains is really going to make a difference for the Lion, team tonight. Is especially the defense staying off the field and getting that rest, because you're churning first downs. So even if those drives aren't successful with points necessarily, you at least want to generate 2 to 3 first downs every possession to kind of shorten the game as best you can, and to give your defense sufficient time to get a blow before they have to go back out there and take on what is a pretty good Georgetown offense.
So it looks like we're getting close to the color guard national anthem, and we'll kind of leave it to the field right now. We appreciate all those sponsors supporting the Leander Lions Football Booster Club, and we'll shout them out during the game. But once the color guard kind of makes their way onto the field, we'll turn it over to them. And but no, it's a great Friday evening here, Friday night football, and we're looking forward to it.
We'll go to the color guard now.
And number 68, Noah Rodriguez. Captain for Georgetown Eagles. Number 4, Tucker Griffin. Number 6, Brady Dickman. Number 8, Jacob Bofsek. And number 65, Gordon Elliott. Georgetown won the kicker and will receive on this end. Please direct your attention to the north end zone as the cadets from Liberty Battalion present the colors for tonight's game. And now, please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem, sung by members of the GHS choir, directed tonight by Associate Choir Director and GHS alum, Stacy Brandenberger.
So we are getting ready for a kickoff. Georgetown won the toss. They decided to receive, so they will have the ball on offense. Georgetown is wearing their blue jerseys, white pants, and Leander is wearing white on white.
Got this stormtrooper look going here tonight. And not too dissimilar from a university that's nearby that oftentimes wears white on white with white helmets.
Yeah, another big game tomorrow for that team.
Certainly. An early one at that.
That is.
We're really close to getting started here.
So thanks for tuning in. Mark Sickles, Chuck Cracy, Mickey Holden, Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. Teams are getting ready to head out on the field, and Leander will be kicking off. Ivan Rodriguez, who's had an outstanding year so far. He's done a great job kicking and punting. And
a weapon they have.
Yeah, he's done a really, really solid job all year long. And so we'll see, what the decision is. He's, been able to boom some out of the end zone, and he's able to kick some up high enough where the kickoff coverage team has done a great job getting down and stopping them. So we'll see what the decision is there, but they are heading out onto the field.
He has very few mistakes in his kicking role. And a lot of times, things that might not turn out the way it was intended, it's just a bad bounce.
And back deep for Georgetown is number 6, Drayden Dickman, and number 22, Andrew Petter, who is their leading rusher on the team. So we'll be calling his name quite a bit tonight. Ball's on the far hash at the 40. Rodriguez getting ready to kick off here for the Eagles.
Rodriguez really a lot of times just eliminates the opportunity for a return. But
yeah, a little pooch kick. It's going to be fielded at the 32, bounces outside to the 40, and he gets taken out of bounds right about the 45. That was
Dominguez.
Number 2, Dominguez for the Eagles. So here we go. We'll kind of see the status of the offense here for Georgetown. Petter has been a good running back for them. He's strong. He's fast. Likes to get to the outside as well. Looks like they're going to go a single empty set, 4 on the wide side on the right side.
Quads away.
Georgetown is going right to left if you're just listening to the broadcast. Bora's in at quarterback. Gets the snap. Looks to the left. Trying down the sideline. It is up. And it is incomplete. Good job by Arnold. Good coverage there. They tried to get him in single coverage over there. And also helping out Brzezinski with the coverage, coming over to help out on the defensive play. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
And not distracted by the quads on the opposite side of the field. And that was the whole intent of that formation, was to make the guys on the near side here think the play's going to the right.
Snap is back. Handoff.
Big hole.
Pretty good job coming up and bringing him down. That was Petter on the carry.
Yeah, Gavin Brzezinski on the tackle.
Got about 5, so it'll be 3rd and about 5.
Big play here for the defense. They can get out with a 3 and out to start this game. That's got to boost the confidence of the entire squad. We'll see what they can do here.
Petter just set to the right of Boris, and now he gets back, kind of diamond formation. 3 receiver set. It is a play action. It is a pass. It is caught, and he breaks a tackle to the 40. Oh, and he trips over the 35-yard line. He had a shot to maybe go to the end zone.
Yeah, Weston Bruce almost broke that one for a long one, maybe even a touchdown. And Ethan Rhett was on his tail, 11 chasing 11, but it looked like the turf monster jumped up and grabbed his toe.
Yeah, lucky break for the Lions because, he had a lot of green in front of him. A little short pass, able to break a tackle and pick up a 1st down. Little shuttle pass up to Petter. Drives forward, and he keeps his feet moving. It looks like he's going to pick up another first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, Brzezinski in there defensively along with a couple of other lines, but, they're hanging on with Petter. He's a beast.
Ball's right about the 22-yard line of Leander. Georgetown has moved down the field quickly. We still have 10:40 left here in the first. 3-receiver set. Petter in the backfield, offset now to the right of Boris. Snap is back. It is a handoff off to the left side. Lots of room. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, gets to the outside, and he gets in for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for the Lion defense to give one up early like that. But you got to also understand the Eagles been looking at film all week. They scripted some plays for that first drive, started with a quad, thinking, they can get the backside corner to relax a little bit. But Lions are going to have to make some adjustments to that run defense.
Aaron Guzman with the extra point attempt, and it is good. So Georgetown jumps up early, 10:15 left in the first, 7-0. And, yeah, you just can't tackle Petter up high. You've got to hit him, waist or below to bring him down. You can't be reaching out and grabbing him. And we saw a couple arm tackles there, and he was able to easily break through those and get into the end zone.
Well, and with the new Seattle style of tackling, those holds aren't as, when you get a hold of that running back, a big strong kid like Petter's going to be tough to bring down regardless. So you're going to have to get a nice grip and drag him down and get a little bit of help from your teammates.
So quick score by Georgetown, taking an early lead. Leander getting ready to receive the kickoff here and heading back deep for them. It looks like we're going to have number 10, Levin. And also looks like number 14 for Leander. That's Parker back there.
Yeah, it looks like Christensen is up a little bit as the up back in Joseph Morrow. So they may expect a pooch kick here from the Eagles.
Kick is going to be sailing back deep left into the end zone. It bounces, so Leander won't be bringing that one out.
They may have expected one, but that's not what they got. Nice kick there.
Yeah, Parker just kind of lets that one bounce in the end zone, so they'll be setting up 1st and 10 right at the 25.
We'll see if the offense can do their job, stay ahead of the chains, and generate some first downs. They need, I would guess, at least 8 to 12 plays.
Yeah, empty set here for Leander, coming out in a 5-receiver set, going left to right if you're just listening to the broadcast. Berkman back in the shotgun, gets the snap, looking to throw, passes out, and it is attempt to Stout, incomplete, a little bit outside.
Just a little bit too far in front of him. Stout had to go down to try to get it. Got his hands on it, but couldn't haul it in. Would have been a gain of about 5.
So they stay in the empty set. Berkman going to keep it himself, and he gets a 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
Yeah, pretty decent gain. It's going to put it into 3rd and manageable. Probably about 5 yards needed for that first. At least 4.5.
So Stout now in the backfield with Berkman.
Eagles
maybe bringing a little pressure here off the far side.
He backs back off.
Trips on the far side, single receiver on the near side. Stout in the backfield with Berkman. 3rd and 4. Snap is back, looking to throw. Gets it off, and it is caught.
First down.
First down. That is Aiden Salazar. Nice reception. Gets it right to the 40-yard line. They will move the chains, and Lions are quickly up on the ball.
Great job by Berkman to stand tall in that pocket. You could see he had a little bit of hesitancy with his feet, but he set them and he delivered to Salazar. Nice job by Salazar on watching that pass into his hands and making sure he had it before he moved.
Yeah, good job stepping up in the pocket and hitting his receiver. 1st and 10. It is going to be a Handoff off the left side. Stout tries to break outside. Got about 5, 6, maybe 8 on that carry. Goes out of bounds right about just short of the 50-yard line. They'll set it right about the 48. 8:49 left here in the first quarter. Lions trailing 7-0, but they're moving the ball down the field, and that's what we wanted to see, Chuck.
Right. They got the first down that I mentioned. They're second and short here. Certainly manageable. We'll see if they keep it on the ground or if they go to the air here on this play. I'd look to throw down the seam here because you have third down to convert.
4 receiver set. Stout in the backfield with Berkman. Trips on the near side. Single receiver on the far side. Ball is right about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 2. It is a handoff. Should have enough for a first down. I think they're going to give it to him. Good job by Stout running forward. Tough run, able to pick up the first. They'll move the chains.
Yep, staying ahead of the chains. That's 2 first downs. They're now in Eagle territory, ever so slightly at the 49, but they are in Eagle territory. And so you continue to stay ahead of the chains, you'll result this in points.
Berkman looking to throw a quick pass out to Lavin. Oh, he falls down right about the 50. He may have lost a yard on that one.
Turf monster once again. But there's a flag down on the sideline.
Right at the 49-yard line.
It's going to either be a motion penalty or an offside. It's going to be offside, so it'll remain first down for the Lions. It'll be 1st and 5, though.
Yeah, good break on that one. Instead of -1, you're +5.
Michael Valenta, the junior defensive lineman, starting a little bit early. Can't do that.
So Lions remaining in this 4-receiver set. 1 back in the backfield, Stout. It is he keeps it himself. Berkman looking to get a block. Salazar with the block. He gets upfield.
Nice move.
Yep, good run by Berkman. Gets a first down. No flags, and they'll move the chains once again. Ball's going to be right about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he had a nice cut there to get that first down on the inside. Georgetown player lost his helmet. He'll have to leave for a play.
Yeah, nice block by Salazar, keeping on his man, able to get that first down. But a good, tough run by Berkman, and Lions are quickly up on the ball. No huddle.
And they're eating clock. It's 3 first downs, and we're at 7:35 left in the first.
Trips on the far side now on the wide side of the field. 4-man front for Georgetown. Snap is back, looking to throw, rolling, throwing, and it is caught. That was number 14, Aiden Parker.
Yeah, that's a gain of about 6. There defensively for the Eagles is Jacob Faltasic.
So it'll be 2nd and 4. Ball's right at the 31. They've done a good job moving the ball down the field. 7 minutes left here in the first. Stay in that same formation. Trips on the far side. Now they go to empty set. And it is a handoff off the left side. Oh, runs into a lot of Georgetown defenders, and he's going to lose some.
Yeah, Faltasic was waiting on him when he came back the other direction.
There is a flag down right at the line of scrimmage. Stout was hit behind the line. Let's see what the flag is.
Another offsides.
And that should give him a first down if it is.
It looks like it's going to go against the Lions, though. So it'll be a decision for the Eagles coaches. It's a hold, so so he is going to back them up, so it'll stay 2nd down from the spot of the foul, which was the line of scrimmage. It's going to be about 2nd and 14.
So they move the ball back to the 41. Still 2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd and 14. Now they're behind the chains. They got the 3 first downs. This is where sometimes it causes problems. Lions can get half of it here.
Spread formation, 4-man front. Looks like they may be bringing some pressure on the far side.
Yeah, we'll see if that affects the play call.
Berkman looking over, getting a sign. Stout in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. Snap is back, looking to throw. Pressure. Passes up. It is a little too high.
He had the receiver there.
Yeah, tried to go to Morrow. A little too high. Incomplete. Will now be 3rd and 14.
They had given Morrow quite a cushion. They faked a little wide receiver screen, then flipped it out there near the first down marker, just too tall.
So Stout is heading to the sideline. It looks like nope. Stout's back in. That was Christensen in at running back, and now they're going to have looks like they're going to go empty set, 5 receivers.
You got to get about 10 of it here to make it an easy field goal, an easy-ish field goal.
3-man front. Linebackers are creeping up. See if they bring them. They bring 1, 2. Passes up, and it is caught. Stout for a first down. Nice seam route up the middle. No flags on the field. First down, Leander.
Yeah, forget that talk about a field goal. We don't need one of those. Let's go ahead and get us a first down. I mean, Rodriguez is a weapon, but let's match them here.
Yeah, they brought 2 linebackers, and that's exactly where Stout went, right over the middle of the field, catching that pass, getting a first down. Ball's right at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
You do that each time, they're going to stop blitzing those linebackers, and then Berkman has a lot of time to stand tall in that pocket.
4 receivers with Stout in the backfield. 4-man front for Georgetown. Berkman gets the snap, play action, looking to throw, lobbing it into the end zone. Receiver falls down.
That's got to be interference. Ball was in the air.
Receiver's down.
Unbelievable.
Defender went down, but no flag, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
How was that incidental? He rolled over him.
And I think that was Lavin that was down there trying to catch that pass.
Tough break there for the Lions, as they could have used another. That would have been a 15-yard penalty, probably half the distance to go. They would put them on the 10. Just outside the red zone here.
Looking to throw, looking to the left, quick pass out, and it is caught. Gets up close to a first down. Nice job.
Close.
Good job catching that ball, Morrow, and getting up close to the first down. Let's see where they spot it.
Looks like they're going about 2 yards shy.
So 3rd and 2, ball at the 12-yard line.
Not a generous spot.
So big play here for Leander. If they can pick up a first, let's do it.
They want to convert so you can get that touchdown. This is a chip shot for Rodriguez, but you want 7 here. You want to show Georgetown they're in for a ball game tonight.
Yep, trips on the near side. Bringing some pressure. It is a handoff to Stout.
First down.
Goes forward, and I think they're going to give it to him right at the 10-yard line. Yep, he's motioning and move the chains. First down.
1st and goal from the 10 for the Lion offense as they try to muster a response to a pretty quick Georgetown Eagle opening drive for a score.
Clock is now down to 5 minutes here in the first. Lions with a nice drive here, eating up the clock and moving the chains. So
exactly
1st and 10.
What we think they should do.
1st and goal here. Trips on the near side. And looks like we're going to have a timeout, Leander. Yeah, play clock was rolling down, and you don't want to be moving back 5 and get a, 1st and goal 15. You want to get the 10. So good job. They take a break. They'll get their play set here. They'll get their call and see if they can punch it in here.
Yeah, this is, you've done everything that really has been asked for of this offense, as we mentioned pregame, except for punch it in for points. So that's really what needs to happen here. They've got at least 3 plays, if not 4, to convert 10 yards. They should be able to pull that off, especially with the way they move the ball down the field here in their opening offensive possession.
Yeah, it was a good answer to that opening quick drive by Georgetown. And, that's what you want to do. You want to control the clock. We talked about move the chains and get points. Most important thing, you got to get points.
Right. Can't win a game without those. You got to have those. But, the less that the Georgetown Eagle offense has the ball, the better. The tighter the game will likely be at the end. And if you can steal 1 or 2 possessions away from them, either through an onside kick, a turnover, a fumble, an interception, something like that, and give your offense another couple of possessions, you're in a good spot.
So come out empty set, trips on the near side, 2 on the far side. Berkman alone, 4-man front. See if they bring some pressure here. Looks like they're going to. Passes up. It is incomplete. Tried to go to Number 14, Parker, incomplete pass.
A lot of traffic there where the pass was delivered, and it looked like it was behind the intended receiver, but there were 2 receivers there and at least 2 defenders there, which makes it difficult to see exactly what Cameron Berkman saw, especially from his angle on the field. He might have saw a window there that we didn't see up here. Tried to fit it in. Let's see if he can do it here on second.
So here we go. Once again, 4 receivers. Stout in the backfield, offset to the left side of Berkman. They're bringing pressure again. They're coming. Passes out. Oh, little flare pass. He had it. It was tipped. Got a hand on it. He may have gotten in that end zone.
Yeah, that was a beautiful outlet pass design that would have easily allowed Joseph Morrow to probably trot right into the end zone and tie this ball game. But instead, that blitz and that pressure that was pushing back the offensive line, they were able to get a hand up, and Berkman, as he threw it, it just got batted down. Better down than up, but you still want points out of this, but let's get a touchdown right here.
Yep, so spread formation. Georgetown's been bringing some pressure. See if they do it here, and they're bringing another one. Passes up. It is
oh, it was there.
In and out, but also good defensive play by number 3 for Georgetown. Leandro Diaz able to get his hand right in front and knock it down.
It was there.
Pass was there. Good defensive play.
Yeah. So you bring out the golden leg of Ivan Rodriguez here to at least come out of this drive with points.
Yeah, 27-yard field goal here. The kick is up. It's good. So Lions put 3 on the board. Good ball game here. We got 4:27 left here in the first quarter. Georgetown up 7-3, but 2 offensive drives and 2 scores, and that's what we kind of expected.
Yeah, and based on what I've seen here, we may see a shootout. I was thinking it's going to be more of a defensive battle, but we'll see. Both teams are beyond their scripted plays at this point, and we'll see if the defenses can kind of buckle down and tighten this up. Let me shout out our silver sponsors real quick. They are ATX Appraisal at atxappraisal.com, or you can call them at 512-769-2659. They provide real estate appraisals throughout the area. BB Shines Car Wash at bbshines.com, or call them at 512-528-4040. And they handle car washing. We got Shelf Electrical Service at shelfelectricalservices.com. That's CHELF, not an S. Or call them 512-809-0844. JT Reisdorf at State Farm at 512-219-7295, or insuremejt.com. And then the last one, Randall's on Lakeline. You can call them at 737-843-3073.
So Rodriguez getting ready to kick off from his 40. He is kicking from the north side of the field, left to right. Petter is back, along with number 6 for Georgetown, Dickman. See if we have another pooch kick here. And we do. It's off to the left side. It is caught about the 30. 35.
Coming back across.
Gets to the 50. Got some room. Got to make a tackle here. Oh, and Rodriguez makes a tackle, loses his helmet, but Georgetown's going to be right about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great return. And, sometimes the pooch kick kind of comes back to bite you. You try to keep it away from those deep returners. Sometimes the returners get flipped. Sometimes they put a couple of other good returners right as the up returners. So
yeah, he caught that on the far side of the field, came right back across the middle, good blocking, and had a lane.
Yeah, it looked like the lanes broke down here on the near side.
So Georgetown setting up 1st and 10, 4:17 left here in the first. Snap is back. It is a handoff, throwing back, flea flicker, going for the end zone. It is up, and it is caught.
Wow.
Dickman with the reception in the end zone. Another quick score by Georgetown. They're up 13-3, pinning the extra point.
Pulling out the trick plays from the Tom Landry playbook of the 1970s and early 80s Cowboys.
Yeah, they're so, run heavy with Petter. that, they kind of bid on that and let the receiver get behind him, and they got 6, make it 7. So 14-3, 4:08 left here in the first. Another quick score by Georgetown, so Leander's got to answer.
Yeah, not a big problem if you go down and score a touchdown here, or even if you go down and get another field goal. You're only down 1 possession at that point, but you want to see the offense continue to keep the ball ahead of the chains. Time of possession is going to be very important. As you can see, this Georgetown Eagles offense doesn't need a whole lot of time to score points. So the Lions, it behooves them to keep the ball away from that offense as much as possible.
Yeah, I need to make a few adjustments on defense and put some pressure up. And, defense is going to be doing that. They've only been out there a few plays.
Yeah.
Hasn't been out there a lot.
They're certainly not real tired.
No, so the offense, if they can keep driving down the field and kind of wear down, if they can, the defensive line for the Eagles, and that'll pay dividends in the third and fourth quarter.
Most
but yeah,
definitely.
defense is going to be fresh.
Yeah.
They gave up that big play there, trick play, and Georgetown was able to come down and score relatively quickly on the first drive. So we'll see what happens here.
They were that close to busting the return for a touchdown as well. So, pulling out a trick play there to just finish off what might have been a long return for a touchdown. Haven't really seen their offense much.
Lavin and Parker back. Kick is up. Parker gets it about the 4 to the 10.
Probably would have been a good idea to have a fair catch there.
So he gets tackled inside the 15. They'll mark it probably about the 11-yard line. So Leander have a long field here, but
that's a 14-yard difference from where it could have been with a fair catch.
Yep.
If you fair catch it within the 20 yards to the goal line, automatically get you on the 25. And I'm sure the coaching staff are expressing that to him now.
Berkman looking to throw down the sideline. It is up and incomplete. Tried to go to number 24. Garrett Peets, incomplete, a little too high. There's a flag down right at the 11.
Should be offside, saw him jump.
I'll give the Lions a little bit more breathing room. There it is. It'll be 1st and 5.
So the Lions come out one more time, 4 receiver set. Stout is in the backfield with Berkman, getting their play. Looking to throw once again, quick throw out to Salazar, able to get a first down, goes out of bounds right about the 25, let's see where they mark it. 22-yard line, but they do move the chains. Nice pass, nice catch, got upfield, out of bounds.
Yeah, Salazar playing pretty well for Berkman here early. Starting to become a go-to.
So trips on the near side, the wide side, and single receiver. Looks like they're going to have an empty set here. 5 receiver set. Man in motion, and it's going to keep it. And he gets a couple on that, maybe 2 or 3. Berkman, with the fake to Stout, keeps it himself, gets about 3 up the middle.
That's Landry Leggett there defensively for Georgetown. Looks like he picked up about 3.
3:25 left here in the first. Georgetown 14, Leander 3. Leander looking at a 2nd and 7. Empty set. Looks like they may bring some pressure, and they do. And he's going to try and take off himself, and he may have gotten back up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he kind of tripped as he did that. Otherwise, he might have picked up a couple of yards. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 7, which is makeable, but it's tough.
Yeah.
You want that to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 at the most.
And this is a big play for the Leander offense right here. It's early in the game, but they're trailing 14-3. Georgetown has scored in 3, 4, 5 plays on offense each time, and now Leander needs to keep this ball. They need to get a first down. Empty set. And they're going to blow the whistle, but Georgetown is bringing more pressure. Looks like Georgetown is going to call a timeout.
They are. They're going to try to make some kind of adjustment. They see the Lions not really leaving that 5-receiver set here. They don't have an H-back out there. They don't have a running, and they have a running back out there, but he's lining up in the slot.
Yep.
Which really makes him a slot receiver at that point. I mean, you might hand it to him on a jet sweep, but when you got 5 wides, you're looking at throwing the ball downfield. So.
And they've been successful so far, especially when they they've been bringing some pressure with the linebackers or ends, and it's kind of opened up that middle part of the field. We'll see what Georgetown does here if they do bring pressure, but that's when Berkman has to read where that pressure is coming from. And, someone's going to be open if they're bringing pressure.
Right.
2:34 left here in the first. Great evening here in Georgetown. Lions trot back out onto the field. Remain in the empty set. Trips on the near side. Twins on the far side. Berkman all alone. See if they bring some pressure. Looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off. See if he has enough room for a first. He gets knocked down, and he has enough for a first.
And then some. Nice job. He saw it open up over the middle, and he tucked it and took off running. And Berkman is a lot faster than you think he is.
And that's Lions are quickly up on the ball again. They don't want to get in the huddle. It's working so far tonight. Trips now on the far side. It's out in the backfield. Yeah, Berkman did a great job stepping up in the pocket, and they were bringing some pressure, and it opened up that middle area, and he just took off. He saw it, and he took it, and, hey, we'll do that all night long.
Yeah, all that pressure was on the edges, so he was able to see the Red Sea part.
Looking to throw again, and it is out, and it is caught by number 14, Parker. Got about 5, 6, yep. Yeah.
I like it. Nice little out route. It's a quick route. It causes the pressure and negates it a little bit. You got to get there that much faster if Berkman's releasing the pass on a slant, a quick out, a flare to his running back. Or it's those deeper routes, he's got to hang on to it, and the pocket has to hold up.
Empty set once again. Play action, rolling out to his left, looking to throw, and it is caught.
There's a flag down, too. That's a first down if the penalty's not against Leander.
Nice reception by Morrow. It's going to be a holding call against Leander, so they will back them up 10.
How can they must have been on the line of scrimmage. Yep. Goes against number 61 for Leander. That's a tough break there because while it remains second down, instead of 2nd and 4, you're looking at about 2nd and 14.
So ball's right at Leander's 36-yard line. Inside 1 minute of the first quarter. Trips on the far side. Stout in the backfield. Single receiver on the near side. Looking to throw. Pump fake, and he's going to, he's brought down. Yep.
Too much pressure.
Brought down by number 99, able to finish him off. That's Michael Valenta with the sack.
And that drops the Lions back to the 30-yard line, which means they need 21 for a first down. And that is a very tough draw there. Looks like the quarter's going to be, they're going to have to run one play.
Yep, they got 1 second between the play clock and the game clock.
Unless they're going to burn a timeout, which I wouldn't advise.
So Trips on the far side, single receiver. On the near, Berkman getting the snap, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, and he's going to go down again.
Another loss of about 5 there.
Now it's a sack by number 5, Daniel Obina.
And that's going to bring us to the second quarter.
Yep, so the punting unit will come out. Leander unable to capitalize on that drive. They were moving down the field. Then some penalties set them back, a couple sacks, and they're going to be punting the ball.
Now, they still did what we suggested they do, which is convert a couple of first downs execute at least 8 or 10 plays on a given offensive drive, give your defense rest. We mentioned it. The defense is not tired at this point, nor would they be, even if they were long drives by the Eagles. But the defense is going to have to, commit and get some stops here for this Lion team for them to dig themselves back into this and not dig a bigger hole.
Yeah, they've got to come up with a stop here. You can't really have Georgetown go up 21-3 early here in the second.
No, that is a tough hole to dig from. I mean, it is possible because it's early enough, but again, until you show that you can stop the Georgetown Eagle attack, you're going to have problems because they've already jumped out to a quick 14-3 lead. You haven't been able to match them on either of your offensive possessions. They were good possessions. They didn't result in a touchdown. The first one I'd hoped would. But, here we are. We get a good punt here from Rodriguez, pin them deep here, and then the defense do their job, and the offense will have the ball back.
Dickman is back for the Eagles, standing right about his 39. Rodriguez into punt. Gets the punt off. Dickman gets it. It falls down, catches it right about the 44. So Georgetown will have good field position, setting up for their third offensive drive. They've had 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, not as good of a punt as you would have liked. That was about a 30-yard punt, maybe a little bit less. Fortunately, no opportunity for a return there, and sometimes that ball will bounce, and it did not. So Dickman did a good job of getting his hands on it.
Yeah, he actually came up and kept it from getting that bounce going down another 20, 25 yards. Snap is back, play action, catch by number 11, gets upfield, breaks a tackle down to the 30, gets inside to the 15, the 10, the 5, and he goes in for a touchdown.
Lions missed about 4 tackles on that play that should have been able to bring the receiver down.
Weston Bruce catching a short pass and able to go all the way down the field. Gets another touchdown for Georgetown. They jump up 20-3.
Yeah, tough break there. Again, the Lions missed tackles on that play. The defense just not playing to the level that they have in recent games.
The kick is up, and it is good, and that was Aaron Guzman with the extra point. So Lions trail 21-3, but hey, they got the ball back.
One play drive, though. I mean, yet another short drive by the Eagle offensive attack, and they're 3 touchdowns in 3 possessions, and what are we talking, less than 10 plays probably total.
The whole game, right? So far.
So the Lion coaching staff needs to make whatever adjustments need to be made to slow this down as best they can, because the offense is doing their job. Against College Station, it was the defense that battled and the offense had their problems. Well, here we are last week at Glenn. It was the defense that played pretty good and the offense, showed up a little, but still had problems. And here we are this week. The offense is playing decent and the defense is having their problems. So we got to put together all 3 facets of this game to be successful against a team like Georgetown.
Yeah, quick score update. College Station 14, Cedar Park 0 in the second quarter. Belton 21, Rouse 13. Liberty Hill is trailing San Antonio Veterans Memorial 21-14. And Leander Glen Grizzlies are up on the Eastview Patriots 14-8. So Georgetown getting ready to kick off 11:39. We still have a lot of time left before halftime.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night if the Lion defense can't get tackles.
Kick is up. It is heading down into the corner. Once again, caught inside the 5. Gets to the 15. Gets right about the 17-yard line, out of bounds, and that was once again Parker.
Again, another opportunity for a fair catch. You move the ball up about 9 yards from where you returned it to. You want to return one. You want that exciting play, but you have to really know that opportunity is there when you have a chance to get the ball out at the 25. So the offense, while not right up against the goal line, still not very good field position at the 16. when it could be the 25.
So we'll see what Leander does this drive, trailing 21-3. Head out and run up onto the line of scrimmage. Different formation here, kind of a tight formation for Leander. And it is a fumble. It's on the ground. Ball is out, and it's going to be recovered by Georgetown.
Wow. And it not only did it squirt out, it squirted out and went about 6-7 yards downfield where there was no Lion player nearby to try to get their paws on the ball. So
yeah, I think that was number 8, Jacob Faltasek, who recovered the fumble. So Georgetown's going to have 1st and 10 on Leander's 25-yard line.
Yeah, it's not folding out the way you would want it to as a Lion fan or one of their players, coaches, but we'll see what they can do here.
Empty set, looking to throw. Pass is over, and it is caught by number 17, Jacob Weisheimer.
And it's for a first down. Great job of catching that in traffic. There were 2 line defenders there.
So 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Bora's back in the shotgun. Petter now offset to the left side. 3 receiver set. Snap is back. It is a handoff to Petter. And good job grabbing the ankle. That was by number 8, Langston Brady, able to slow him down, picks up about 2.
That's what you got to do with Petter. I mean, he's going to get his yards, but you got to minimize those to just a couple as much as you can. You got to get him before he gets ahead of steam.
Yeah, you got to hit him before the line of scrimmage. You can't let him get 5, 6, 7 yards and try and tackle him. Up. Looks like the Leander Lions jumped and they made contact, so they'll move it 5 against them. They'll move it, 2nd about 3 inside the 10-yard line.
I was hoping they might have said they were drawn off, but doesn't look like it.
We'll set the ball right at the 8. It'll be 2nd and about 3 from the 8-yard line. 3 receiver set. Got a wing or H back and Petter in the backfield. Bora's looking to throw. Getting pressure, rolling out to the right side, looking into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Number 11, Weston Bruce.
You know, Boris just had too much time there. You can't give the quarterback that much time to find an open receiver. As good as the Lions secondary is, they can't stay in the hip pocket of every receiver for a full 6 seconds on a play.
The kick is good, so Eagles jump up 28-3, 10-12 still left here in the first half.
Yeah, and it's becoming an immense hole to dig yourselves out of. There's still plenty of football left to play, but again, and we've been on the defense a little bit about these short drives, but when your back's against the goal line a couple of times in 2 of those drives, you know, it's tough. You know, you're asking your defense to do a lot. And, you know, whether Georgetown got it on their end of the field, midfield, or deep in Lion territory, the result has been the same of all 4 drives, and it's a touchdown. So,
Yeah, and they're probably averaging 4 or 5 offensive plays, if that, and getting a touchdown.
Yeah, I would say it's even less than that, probably 3. The longest drive was the opener, and I think they might have had 6 plays. And the rest have been 3, 1. That was less than 3.
So Georgetown kicking off from their 40. Lions have got to keep their heads up right here. They can't be shut down. You got to keep fighting in this game, or it can get really out of hand.
Watch for an onside too. Georgetown's not above that.
This is a point in the game you're like, my gosh, what is going on? But yeah, you've got to keep your head and you got to keep fighting.
Remain calm and just play hard.
So here's a kick. It is caught at the 6, bringing it up. And he gets tackled inside the 20-yard line once again.
Getting closer and closer to that 25, but again, that's about 7 yards. A late flag comes flying in. Must be some extracurriculars. But, they're closer to the 25 on that return, but still 7 yards shy.
Yeah, and on those, I mean, all you need is a seam, and you can get way down the field or score. But, yeah, Georgetown's done a pretty good job of keeping their lanes, and their kickoff coverage team has been pretty strong so far tonight.
That's helpful for the Lions. Late personal foul against the Eagles will push the line of scrimmage to the 34 for Leander. Much better starting position.
So Escobedo's in the backfield along with Stout. 3-receiver set. And it looks like we have a new quarterback in. That is number 6. That is Logan Mitchell.
Sophomore getting some playing time against a good defense here.
It is play action, looking to throw. Down the middle of the field, way deep, incomplete.
He didn't really have the receiver open. He put it where no one else could get it, though. But, almost a telegraphed pass there. You want to be able to look to that second option if you see your guy blanketed like that. But the young fella.
Yeah, Lavin and Parker were kind of in that area, but he just kind of let it loose. And, yeah, you don't want to throw those short, obviously, because you had kind of 2 receivers in the same area. So here we go, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 34. Play action, looking to throw, and able to escape. Now off to the left. Gonna get upfield. Nice move. Gets close, maybe about 2 yards short of the first down.
Manageable, though.
Mitchell with a nice run to get close to the first down. It will be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, but that'll keep, you can convert 3rd and 2 a lot easier. Looks like Berkman back in.
Berkman is now back in. Get back to their standard offense with 3 on one side, 1 on the other. Berkman checking the call from the sideline. Stout in the backfield with him, offset to his left side. It's going to be a handoff to Stout. He's going to have enough for a first down. Good push. So they will move the chains to get up to about the 48-yard line.
And again, you go down, you eat up some time here, and you convert this into a touchdown. You're only down, you're down 3 possessions, but there's still plenty of football left. You just got to get the defensive plays.
Clock is down to 8:48 left in the first half. Leander trailing 28-3. Berkman looking to throw. Pass is juggled and caught by Lavin. He's going to be right up at the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much there. You gotta have the ball in your hand first. There is a flag down.
And it is in the backfield.
Yeah, that's usually not a good spot. Can't do that.
Now that'll march him back, and that'll put him way behind the chains here.
1st and 25.
Ball's at the 33. Still first down.
About 8.5 minutes left in the half.
Morrow, the sole receiver here, trips on the far side. Berkman in a quarterback. Looking to throw. A little bit of a screen over the middle, and he is tackled immediately by number 99, Michael Valenta. He saw that all the way.
Yeah, the offensive line couldn't quite pick him up as they began their release. He kind of shot between a couple of those screen blockers and was able to blow up Stout for really no gain.
So empty set now for Leander. 2nd and 25. Quick pass out to the right side. It is caught by Lavin. Gets upfield. Nice move. Gets enough for a first down. I believe he's going to be close.
That is a first.
Nice play there by Leander, and great job by Lavin just putting the motor on and getting enough for a first down.
An excellent shiftiness there in space because there were 3 Eagle defenders there to try to make a play on him, but he was able to slip by the first 2, and the third one kind of drug him down.
And trailing 28-3, that's a huge play right there.
Massive.
Trips on the near side, the wide side. Berkman getting in the shotgun, bringing some pressure. Georgetown throwing on the right side. It is picked off. Threw it behind the receiver. And the defender is heading down the sideline, and he is going to be brought down inside Lion territory right about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Leandro Diaz had good position. He was able to step right in front of that throw from, I believe that was Logan Mitchell.
No, Berkman
was
Berkman, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, again, the Lion defense finds themselves facing a pretty potent offense on their end of the football field.
Yeah, this is a drive. You just got to get a 3. You got to stop them here. You can't put more points on the board trailing 20.
Even a field goal is damaging here.
4 receiver set for the Eagles. Snap is back, roll out to the near side, looking to throw. Down the sideline, had him open, got past the defender, but incomplete into the end zone.
Yeah, the Lion secondary had the receiver covered. Boris, threw it really the only place he could, deep into the end zone to force the receiver, number 11, Weston Bruce, down the sideline. It was just too far for him to catch it.
So new formation here for Georgetown. 3 in the backfield, kind of a diamond. Snap is back, and it is a handoff up the middle. That was to number 26, Cody Hollebeck. Got back to maybe picked up 1 or 2.
Yeah,
Well, we'll give him 2. Yeah. Clock down to 6:15.
That's a big play here, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 from the 36-yard line.
Probably 2 down territory for the Eagles.
Handoff coming up, getting a good push, and enough for a first down. Once again, Petter, strong running back, able to keep his legs moving, churning, picks up a first down.
Pretty nice weapon to have when you got about 8 yards and you can hand it to your running back, and he's just, his thighs are so huge that even cutting him down low isn't an easy job.
1st and 10 at the 26, clock down to 5:43 and rolling. 4 receiver set for Georgetown. Petter offset to the right side. A man in motion across. Looking to throw. Quick throw out here to the left, and a great job coming up by number 8, Brady, for the tackle. He lost a yard on that.
Yeah, good job there defensively to read that, get up there and make the tackle before the receiver could make any type of football move.
So it'll now be 2nd and 11. Ball's at the 27. Play action, pass out to the left side. It is caught, slips, a tackle to the 10. Oh, and an ankle tackle.
Holyfield,
Yeah, by Holyfield. Otherwise,
that's a touchdown.
Otherwise, yeah, number 11, once again, Weston Bruce would have gone in for a touchdown.
Yeah, Holyfield saved a score there. May have just delayed the inevitable as the Eagles have it 1st and goal from the 7, but each time you force them to run a play is another opportunity for them to make a mistake and you to capitalize on that mistake.
Tight formation for Georgetown. 1st and goal. And looks like we're going to have a penalty.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird snap. It's almost as if he thought the quarterback was under center.
Yeah, they will move him back 5. Ball's now going to be at the 12.
That just helps Boris with a little bit more room to make a throw. He gives the receivers a little bit extra room to run their route. Lions need pressure here on the quarterback. to force a mistake of some kind.
First and goal from the 12. Snap is back. Handoff to Petter. Gets up to the 5. Easily in for a touchdown.
Yeah, that one might be the most painful. And the stadium lights on some kind of program to flash, evidently.
Yep. Georgetown now takes a 34-3 lead. 3:58 left in the first half.
It's certainly not the half that we've come to expect from this iteration of the Leander Lions. You know, we've seen the team play much better than they have tonight. And we mentioned that there are some key players out. Again, we're not going to mention any names. If you're familiar with the team, you know who they are. And it's really forced the offense to change what they do, but they've had success with it.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to convert it to points. Defensively, I don't know what to tell you. That Georgetown Eagle offense looks very good. I'll start with that.
Yeah, they're running on all cylinders right now. Whether they throw, whether they run, they are just churning up yardage and getting points.
And they're doing it in minimal plays. That was probably the second longest drive that they've had in this half, and it was probably, what, 6 plays?
If that, yeah.
We'll see if the Lions can at least get some kind of touchdown drive here in the final 3:58 before halftime.
Yeah, you'd like to see them get some points before half, get a little bit of confidence here in their offense. They were able to drive down and get 3, but then after that, it's been moving down the field and some negative plays, and
they certainly
kill a drive.
The ball. We don't have a statistician, but I guarantee you, we've got decent yardage. We certainly are winning the time of possession aspect of the game, but the most important one, the scoreboard, not in our favor.
And here's the kick. Right about the 9-yard line to the 20, 25, got some rim. Oh, and just a nice tackle there by Georgetown. Otherwise, I think, would have been squirting and, going down the sideline. Yeah. Yep.
And you see why, despite me kind of suggesting that there be a fair catch on those, you see why that they have not, because they're looking for a play somewhere.
Yep.
And then they were, just inches away from that big play on special teams just now.
Yeah, they need a spark, something to happen on offense here. Get some points on the board, see if they can get a big play here. 4-receiver set once again. Quick pass out, and it is knocked down by number 10.
That could have been much worse, too. He was that close to taking that the other way.
Yeah, the Georgetown defense has really been putting the pressure on the offense here, especially the defensive line. And when they're bringing their linebackers and blitzing, that's what the 3rd or 4th time we've seen a pass knocked down.
It's certainly the biggest defensive line we've faced this year. College Station was big as well. Maybe, free play.
Yeah, it looks like a free play down the sideline on the far side. Incomplete. Tried to go to Parker, but they'll be moving 5 against Georgetown.
They certainly make it second and manageable here.
Clock down to 3:47 in the first half.
Great play, second.
Lions just got to do a little better job at taking advantage of the opportunities as they're presented here.
So 2nd and 5. Berkman looking to throw a quick pass. It is caught right at the first down marker.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him once again. Parker should be moving the chains, and they do. Clock now moving at 3:36. Ball is at Leander's 37-yard line. Need 7 this drive.
Certainly do.
Bringing some pressure. Stout maybe gets back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, can't really abandon that rushing attack. I mean, you got to keep the defense honest. You got to keep those linebackers moving towards the line of scrimmage. But if you're not having much success with it, then play action doesn't really work for you in the passing attack.
2nd and 10. Trips on the near side. Play action. Berkman looking to throw. Down the far sideline. It is up and it is caught. Nice catch. Nice pass. Aiden Parker moved the chains inside the 30-yard line.
And then some. That's a big play. The Lion offense should run up and try to get a little tempo here. See if they can catch the defense napping.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. Just dropped it in inside the out of bounds. Parker with a good catch. 1st and 10. Another pass out to the right side. It is caught. Tries to get upfield, and he makes a move.
Yes.
Did he get out of bounds, or is he in?
Lavin.
Let's see what they're calling. Touchdown. Nice feat by Lavin, staying in bounds. Good burst of speed to get upfield, and Lions get on the board with the touchdown.
And there you go. Big couple of big plays offensively. Maybe that'll spark the defense. There's still 2.5 minutes left in the half to get out, get a quick stop, try to get the offense the ball back. You never know.
Rodriguez with the kick, and it is blocked.
Oh,
wow.
That's unfortunate.
Just when things are going right, that's the first time. That may be the first kick we've had blocked this whole year. So with 2:33 left here in the first half, Georgetown up 35-9.
The Lions basically 26 points down from their opponent. Like I said, you come out here defensively, you get a big play, a stop of some kind, even a turnover would be fantastic.
Yeah.
And then if you're able to put more points on the board, you go into half 35-16.
You feel better about yourself?
Maybe 35-17.
Yeah, you feel better. You're like, hey, we got some points there at the end, and make a few adjustments. You may be back in the ball game because they will be getting the ball the second half.
And that's one thing we've noticed from this iteration of the Lion Football Club is they don't really just give up, and that was evidence there offensively in those last couple of plays. That despite whatever the score is, they're gonna try to do their best to dig back out of this hole. A long way to go, but if you see the Lions continue to fight, then that is a good situation to be in because the program is heading in the right direction. And as we mentioned pregame, you don't build a program overnight. And if you've been around the Leander area for the last decade or so, you know that there's been problems with the Lion football program. And there's been a lot of external excuses that you can utilize. But what it ultimately comes down to is, are these guys working? Do they have the confidence? Are they being coached appropriately? And you see a lot of that moving in a positive direction with this, especially this current year's club.
Dickman and Petter back deep. It's going to be a pooch kick, and it is going to go out of bounds.
That's unfortunate. But the good thing about that, no time runs off the clock on that one. They're going to give the football to Georgetown probably at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this is where defense has to make a play. And if they can do that, and like we just talked about a minute ago, if they can get 7 more on the board, cut it to 16 or go for 2.
Looks like they may be requiring Leander to re-kick it. So the Eagles would rather not take the 5 yards. They want to kick, and they had a good return earlier.
Yeah,
that might have been broken if it wasn't for a good ankle tackle.
So we'll probably see the same kick here, another pooch kick.
And we've said it time and again, when you get a chance to make the kickoff team go back out there and do it a second time, this is a second win sprint for them.
Yep.
And it's not your typical practice win sprint where you pretend like you're going 100%. You're in a game, so you're literally running as hard as you can. So you do that twice in a row, that can wear on you.
Yeah, so they'll put the ball at the 35. Rodriguez on the near hash. Got a big leg, but yeah, they've been doing the pooch kicks tonight so far.
Boom.
And it is deep. It's going to be caught right at the goal line. It's brought out to the 20.
Flag.
To the 30. 35, breaks outside to the 45, and finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Leander by Rodriguez. But there is a flag back at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to push it back at least to the 29, if not further, depending on the penalty.
Illegal block in the back. On the return team, number 8. 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, so I'll put it at the 29, which is much better than the 39. The line defense is still going to have to make a play here to try to get the ball back to their offense before half.
Yeah, Georgetown wants to put it away right here. If they can get another touchdown,
yeah, they're feeling pretty good.
It'll be hard to pull out of that. So they're going to be, I would be shocked if they don't try and go for it here and try and move down the field with 2:22 left.
Yeah.
So Petter goes in motion out to the far side.
Evidence that they are going to
set, and it is a pass. It is caught. Makes a move. Makes another move and gets inside line territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Tony Clare finally able to drag him down. Otherwise, he had a lot of green in front of him.
Yeah, Dominguez pretty quick out there, able to catch that ball and, move it inside Lions territory.
Yeah, the fact they dropped Petter out of the backfield shows they're going to throw it downfield and try to get points.
So once again, Petter now on the near side, split out. Empty set, rolling out. Looking to throw, got some pressure. Down the middle, wide open, incomplete. Petter had no one within 15 yards of him.
He had a little bit of a delayed release there. He had, kind of looked like they might have were going to throw to him early, but pressure on Boras, he was able to dodge it and saw Petter streaking down the middle of the field and just put too much on it.
Yeah, that was a broken defensive play there. He was wide open. Good break for Leander, so it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 48.
Yeah, Boras couldn't set his feet. You're going to keep Petter back there.
Snap is back. Quick throw. It is caught. Gets enough for close to a first down. I think he's going to get it. Once again, number 11, Weston Bruce. He's had a nice game tonight.
Yeah, Jaden Arnold able to get the tackle, but not before Bruce picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's kind of a little out route, but a great block by the other receiver to spring him along the sideline. Picks up a first down. Ball's now at the 37-yard line.
Pretty well designed play as it put them both in that same area.
5 receiver set, empty backfield out. Looks like maybe off sides, and they're going to flag is down. Maybe they were drawn off.
Doesn't look like it. The umpire was kind of giving the indication offsides. Yep. It's going to be 1st and 5 now.
Yeah, ball's at the 32. 1:41 left here in the first half. Georgetown up 35-9, looking to put some more points on the board. Spread formation, Petter in the backfield. Looking to throw. Boras, lots of time. Leander finally pressuring him. He's going out to the left side. He throws it down. It is caught. Springs to the outside to the 10, 5. In for another touchdown.
Drayden Dickman. That one really hurts.
Had lots of time, then Leander started putting the pressure on, but Dickman able to get open. And another great downfield block by another Georgetown Eagle receiver. Springs him to the outside, able to get in for a touchdown. Score is now 41-9. And kick is good. So Lions will have 1:28 left.
That's enough time to put together a drive, but, this last touchdown really hurts because, the Lions haven't been able to stop the Eagles. Every one of their drives have resulted in a touchdown tonight. And, you know, if I were, if you talked to me 6 hours ago, earlier this week, I would have told you this is going to be a lower scoring game. The Lions defense really played well all season, minus a couple of drives or a few quarters here or there. I really did not expect it to be a 42-9 score heading into halftime.
Yeah, it's been this Georgetown offense has just been, whatever they're doing, it's working. Every play is moving the ball down the field, and they've been scoring quickly. They've been open. Running back has had lanes. Quarterbacks had time. Receivers have been getting blocks. And
even when there's pressure, Boris, makes a slight adjustment. He's able to run out of the pocket into the flat and get the ball downfield. And what you find is a lot of the Eagle receivers are open, and he's missed a few.
Mm-hmm.
It could be worse.
So Lavin and Parker back deep.
Now would be a great time for a nice kick return.
Kick is up. Lavin will be catching it right about the 9, and he's going to bring it out. Gets to about the 17-yard line.
Probably could have let that one go out of bounds, but
looking for a spark.
Right. I get it.
Yeah, he's had a couple decent returns. He was able to get that touchdown.
Yep.
He's made some good catches and moving the ball upfield, so I don't blame him for that.
No, he's trying to help his team. You make a play, it sparks, the rest of the guys. Right now, the Lions are just trying to grab their bearings here against a pretty aggressive offensive attack from Georgetown.
1:21 left before halftime. 4-man front for Georgetown. Berkman looking to throw, rolling out to his right, and just simply throws it out of bounds. No one was open.
Yeah, rolling there, I know Berkman's a righty. Rolling to the short side of the field is always a tough play to get the ball downfield. You're always told not to throw across your body, and it kind of limits the area of the field if you're following that rule. You don't want to throw it across your body, so you're limited to basically a third of the football field.
Empty set. Snap is back, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. Tried to go over to Christensen, number 20. The problem is, Chuck, 2 plays, 1:10 left, 3rd down.
Right.
If they punt it back
to
Georgetown, they may put some more points on the board.
Yeah, they need to convert this just to kind of slow down the onslaught. You don't want to give a 7th possession to Georgetown. The last thing you want is to be like, we give up 6 touchdowns on 7 possessions because they ran out of time going into half.
Berkman looking to throw. Swing pass out to the right. It is caught, knocked out of bounds.
It will be a punting situation for the Lions. Pretty good little wheel route there on the sideline.
Yeah, Stout with the catch, but he picked up about 3 or 4 yards. Good defensive stop there. Once again, knocked him out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Well, again, when you're working the short side of the field, it really does limit a lot of the area you have to work with.
So Dickman is back for the Eagles right about his 45. Rodriguez getting ready to punt, standing about his 9. Punt is up, a little bit low. It bounces once again, and Dickman lets it go. And luckily for the Lions, it rolls down inside the 27-yard line. Yeah, that was one where Dickman, you have to make that decision. Am I going to catch it or not? And you just, depending on the bounce, he decided not to, and that picked up another 15 yards for Leander.
It could have been a lot worse. We've seen some of those from Rodriguez roll about 30, 35 yards after hitting the ground. So, ultimately for Dickman's probably not the worst decision he's made tonight.
So 49 seconds left. Are the Eagles going to try and go once again, or are they going to just hand the ball off? Looks like they're going to
We'll see.
And yeah, just a 2-receiver set here for the Eagles.
I would expect them to hand it off.
Yeah, Petter will probably be getting this man in motion. Snap is back. Oh, a play action. They're looking to throw. Rolling out to the right. It is thrown, and it is caught right about the 34.
Steps out of bounds as well.
Yeah, stops the clock at 39 seconds.
Only needing about 2, maybe 3 yards. Make it 3.
Georgetown has 2 timeouts.
And plenty of time to work with, too. Still 39 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and they're probably averaging 3 or 4 plays, and they're getting a touchdown. So here we go. Kind of a different formation here, more of a tight 4-receiver set. Snap is back, rolling out to his left. Lots of pressure. Breaks out, rolls out to his right. Now goes up the middle. Leander's got to bring him down, and they finally do at the 29-yard line. Good job by number, I believe that was 35, Charles Allender. But there's a flag down.
Yeah, that's in the area of either offsides or an illegal shift. Usually, if it's a false start, it's going to go against the Lions.
That'll give him a first down.
Yeah, usually, if they let the play go, it's on the defense unless it was an illegal shift by the offense. Some kind of procedure penalty, but usually on a false start, they'll blow the whistle.
So Georgetown calls a timeout. There's 30 seconds left.
They're really trying to dig into the lines here. They've seen the lines. They've seen the film. They see that the lines don't quit and that they continue to fight. And how do you make someone quit? You're going to have to keep that foot on their throat, right?
Yep.
And that's kind of what the Eagles are trying to do here offensively, is just smother Leander under points and feel good about it coming out in the second half, playing a lot of young guys. They're hoping that the Lions will quit on them. I don't think that's going to happen.
So 1st and 10, 30 seconds left. Ball right about 39-yard line of Georgetown. Snap is back, looking to throw, rolling to his left. Pressure. Leander finally able to bring him down, and they do. Number 11. Great job, Ethan Rent, with the sack.
Yeah, that was nice. We need that.
So clock is rolling down to 16:15, and they may not put another play up here. And that'll probably it for the first half. So tough first half for Leander over here at Georgetown, running into a buzzsaw, this Georgetown offense trailing 42-9 as we head into halftime. So Leander will be getting the ball as the second half starts, but yeah, well, they've got to flip the script here, and they've got to stop that Georgetown offense. So why don't we take a break here? We'll show you the halftime. It's going to be homecoming here at Birkelbach Stadium, and we'll be back for the second half. You're listening to Leander Lions Football and SHN Sports.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrating 50 years of Red Labs on my kids. Here are your Leander High School. Welcome led by Captain Nancy Williams. First and twins. Second to tennis. Howard Phillip and Randy Smith. Head commander. Company leaders, private counselor, coordinator. Arizona Hernandez and L. Martin. Congratulations to the Pucko Rookie
Jessica Eggleston. Every week, the Bluebells nominate teammate who has shown exemplary acts of the power to receive the Be Kind, Be a Bell Award. Congratulations to Leander Hellman. Tonight's jazz routine is choreographed by Captain Texas Wellington, accompanied by the amazing Leander marching band. Here are your Leander Bluebells. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leander High School Bluebells. The Bluebells are directed by Ashley Williams and Lupe Garcia. The Bluebells would like to thank their amazing parents, the Yellow Chest Administration, and the youth that support the Leander High School football program. The Bluebells would like to give a special shout out to these to their private sponsors, Blue Arts Bulls and Storage Director. Please consider supporting those who support us. Let's give it up one more time for the Leander High School Bluebell. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the field the Leander High School Marching Band. The Leander Band has been recognized for the entire country. The band is a consistent finalist at the Bands of America contest in Austin and San Antonio. Most recently, the Leander Band placed third in the 2021 UIL 5A State Marching Contest. Nationally recognized for musical excellence, the band has competed at the Bands of America Grand National Championships in 2016 and 2019, placing 6th and 5th in the country and winning the Class 3A category. This past December, the Leander High School will travel to Chicago to perform at the prestigious Midwest International Band and Orchestra Clinic in front of thousands of musicians and teachers from around the world. Congratulations to outstanding members of the league, woodwinds, Taylor Vance, brass, Abby Benitez, percussion, Xavier Molina, color guard, Stevie Saltzman, Xbox, Brandon Joseph, section of the week, color guard. This evening, the Leander Band will be presenting their 2022 production, The Other Side of Light. Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of drum majors Ryan Vaughn, Michelle Ray, Serena Payne, and Gabe Lascano, the Leander High School Marching Band. Now to the Leander High School Marching Band. The Leander Band would like to thank their incredible band parents, amazing administration, and the unconditional support of Coach Carson Price, football coaches, Ashley Williams, and Lupe Garcia. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chase Cast Technology. We are grateful for your generosity and support of the program. The Leander Band would also like to wish the members of the Georgetown National Band and Color Guard best of luck for the rest of this season. Let's hear it one more time for the Leander High School Marching Band.
Sponsors, Matt High Ford, Parted and Pudding, Georgetown Woodworks, Vera Bake, Lone Star Carpets, Randy Adams Incorporated, and Dr. Joe Henry Rodriguez with Greater Health Solutions. It is with the greatest of pleasure that I introduce you to the award-winning Sweethearts of Georgetown, the Georgettes. The Georgette officers are Lieutenant Reed Bradford, First Lieutenant Julia Vickers, and in the center were 2022-2023 Georgette captain. The Georgette socials are Addison Rodriguez, Abby Toole, and Peyton Tuttle. Social butterfly is Bladen Bina. Officer's choice of the week is Caitlin Mendel, and the Georgette of the week is Haley Warren. The Georgettes would like to dedicate this performance to the students and staff of Georgetown High School. Thank you for all the support you have given us this year. We appreciate you. And now, watch the Georgettes as they perform their annual traditional kick routine to this classic song from Rocky, featuring trumpet soloist Jay McIntyre. Gonna fly now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in celebration of our annual Georgetown High School homecoming, please help us welcome our 2022 homecoming chorus and their experts. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The Georgettes are under the direction of Ms. Nikki Crosser. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2022 Homecoming King nominees are Wyatt Beach, escorted by his mother, Lori Hudson. Jude Greco, escorted by his mother, Ronnie Greco. Eli Hellman, escorted by his mother, Jen Moon. Ryoshi Oliveros, escorted by his mother, Sheila Riesler. Now, please welcome our 2022 Homecoming Queen nominees. Sydney Harbers, escorted by her mother, Tabitha Harbers. Kim Salazar, escorted by her sister, Sage Salazar. Ali Sivak, escorted by her father, Doug Stewart. Kate Stengel, escorted by her father, Tim Stengel. At this time, please welcome our 2021 Homecoming King and Queen, Jake Anderson and Ella Vickers. Jake and Ella will be crowning for 2022 King and Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a thunderous round of applause for our 2022 Georgetown High School Homecoming King, Wyatt Beach. Congratulations, Wyatt. And introducing our 2022 Georgetown High School Homecoming Queen, Allie Seaback. Congratulations, Allie. And one more time, please join me in congratulating our 2022 Homecoming King and Queen, Wyatt Beach and Allie Seaback. Congratulations, Wyatt and Allie. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure to stay after the game and watch the Eagle Band and Color Guard perform the first full show performance of 2022. And remember, Eagle Fight never dies.
Welcome back to Brookleback Field here in Georgetown, Texas. You just watched the homecoming king and queen for the Georgetown Eagles. We have about a minute 20 left before second half starts, probably a little bit longer than that. Teams are warming up on the sideline as a band in the homecoming quarter, heading off the field. Tough game so far, first half for the Lions, trailing 42-9. Georgetown has basically been unstoppable, except for that last drive where they, second quarter was coming to a close. They've scored touchdowns on every drive. Let's go around and
the Lions were unable to get any pressure on the Eagle quarterback Boris until that last drive.
Yeah,
and they were able to get a sack there. But for the most part, the Eagles' offense has had their way. Whatever they wanted to do, they've been able to do. So.
Yep. So here are some of the other scores that are going on. Glenn is leading Eastview 24-14. They just started the third quarter. Liberty Hill has cut the lead. They're trailing San Antonio Veterans Memorial 42-35. That's second quarter. Belton 36, Rouse 13, and College Station is up on the Timberwolves 17-0 in the third. Vista Ridge is trailing the Westwood Warriors by 2 in the third quarter. So, some pretty good games going on along around here. But the one that we're talking about on this broadcast, Leander has run into a buzzsaw this Georgetown offense.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to not get to this game. I'm a little surprised of the shutout of the Timberwolves. We talked about them a little bit, showing improvement, week in, week out since the Vandegrift loss. But, that shows me that the Timberwolves are not that much better than this Lion Club. But again, they're going to have to play better than they did so far tonight.
Yeah.
In any of the games to close out their schedule, including Eastview, who's playing pretty well tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about, 4 or 5 starters are out for Leander on both sides of the ball, 2 here, 2 there, but still, Georgetown's had their way. I mean, the receivers have been open, quarterbacks had time, runnings back had lanes to run in, and their defense has been pretty solid so far. When Leander's been able to move down the field, they've been able to stop them.
Yeah, let's shout out our sponsors real quick before we get started. The Platinum sponsors, 5 Star Civil Construction at 737-209-0532. Funk.com, 737-808-3909. Plains Capital Bank at 866-762-8392. Right Fit Admissions Consulting at 650-376-3791. And the gold sponsors, Leander Athletic Club, 512-876-1855. Blue Bottom Pools at 512-256-3993. And Quality Moving and Storage at 512-390-9543. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors, but especially those platinum and gold sponsors.
Yeah, they've done a great job so far this year. And we have a big group of sponsors, and we couldn't do it without them. And they add a lot to the program, support the kids, go support them.
It's incredible the amount of cost that goes into a football program. I mean, you look at things like the run-through tunnel. You got equipment. You got decals. You got logistical things. You've got to get buses when you go to Del Rio. I mean, there are just a huge number of expenses that these sponsors help defray the cost of. And it basically helps you as a parent of a Lion player to have a little bit less cost when it comes to player fee. So
Leander will be receiving the ball here as we start the third quarter. They will be going left to right. If you're just listening to the broadcast this third quarter, Mark Sickles, Chuck Cracy, Mickey Holden here tonight, bringing you the broadcast on SHN Sports. Thanks for tuning in.
Lions out on the field, ready to get this second half underway. We'll see what adjustments were made.
So Leander will be receiving. Georgetown setting up on the near hash.
Keep an eye on those onside kicks. The Eagles aren't above doing that, even with a big lead.
Yeah, Lavin and Parker back once again for the Lions. Guzman getting ready to kick, and it is up. It is deep. Caught at the 5. To the 15, 20, got a little bit of a seam. Oh, jumps outside and gets knocked out of bounds about the 26.
Another pretty good return there from Kyle Lavin.
Yeah, he's been the spark so far tonight for the Lions.
Yeah, a little bit of a bright spot in an otherwise pretty gloomy evening here in Georgetown. I mean, it is October, but it's been a little cooler than you typically expect this time of year.
Escobedo in the backfield. 3 receiver set. Snap is back. It is a handoff to Stout. Able to slip through one. Got about 3 or 4 on that carry off the left side. Gets to the 30-yard line.
Got a pretty nice lead block there from number 48, Isaac Escobedo. Really turned that into a decent gain.
So we'll see some adjustments here from both teams. Stout now all on the backfield. Escobedo at a wing. Another handoff off the left side. Another good block by Escobedo. About another 2 to 3 on that carry.
Certainly third and manageable here. About 2 yards needed.
Lions coming out running twice. See what they do here on 3rd and 3.
It's about 2.5, yeah. Just got to stay ahead of the chains here. You know, make sure you convert this first down. Possess the ball as much as possible.
Another handoff. Stout has enough for a first down. He moves inside about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line, has a first down. They'll move the chains.
Daniel Bina there defensively for the Eagles, but not until after Stout picks up that first down. The Lions need to just keep on marching.
Actually, it looks like that was Christian, number 20.
Oh, was it Christian? Yep. Okay, Christensen. Okay,
Christensen. Thank you.
Those numbers are hard to read. It's 20 and 28. So,
yeah, very hard to tell the difference from distance.
Looking to throw. Oh, and it is picked off right into the hands of number 8. Jacob Faltasek.
Yeah, left it a little bit short, and Faltasek was able to just step right in front of it and able to catch it and return it for a handful of yards.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Berkman saw him there, threw it on the short side of the field, had trips on the near side. Sole receiver out there threw it and right into the hands of Faltasek. So
he was almost just sitting there waiting on it.
So Georgetown once again has the ball in Lions territory. 1st and 10. Is a pitch to number 26, and he is brought down immediately by number 11 for the Lions, Ethan Rhett. Good job getting in the backfield and hitting him before he can get started.
Yeah, he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there. Looks like they're going to give him that progress.
Yeah, that was Hollebeck, number 26, in at running back with that carry.
It looks like maybe they're going to either rest Petter for the second half or we'll see.
2nd and 10. Snap back, play action, looking to throw deep down the left side. It is up, and it is caught.
Wow, what a pass.
And for another touchdown, number 2, Marquise Dominguez going up high and getting it over the line defender, able to come down with it. Falls into the end zone backwards, and well, it didn't fall, just kind of went backwards into the end zone for 6.
Nesty plunged it into the end zone there. Really couldn't have put the pass in a much better place. The only other would have been another yard further down the field. He didn't have to turn around. So beat the defenders. He was able to get the pass over the defense.
49-9. 7 touchdowns for Georgetown. Every drive except that one right before half has led to a touchdown. And once again, another quick drive for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's just been a flurry of offense for Georgetown. The Lions have been reeling really since probably the second possession of the Georgetown offense. they were able to answer the initial touchdown scored by Georgetown this evening by driving downfield and picking up a field goal, but they really haven't had much in terms of an answer for slowing the Eagle offense down all night. And, again, if you're looking at performance overall in the season, the defense has played pretty well this year, and this is really not indicative of how well they've played this year. In fact, this is not good. I'll
Yeah.
just leave it at that. Not where you want your defense to be, certainly. Now, I would be shocked if they tried an onside here. But
Yeah, I don't think they would at this point. Up 49-9, you may see some players hurt after that. We just don't
there's
want to see that type of game.
Certainly be some shenanigans and extracurriculars if you start trying to kick onsides with a 40-point lead. Would not put it past the Eagles or any team in our district for that matter.
So here's a kick from the 40. Line drive. See if they let it go out of bounds, and they do.
That should put the ball on the 30-yard line.
See if they said it, if it hit one of the Lions players, but it did go out of bounds.
Might make them kick it again.
Looks like their coach is saying they touched it before it went out of bounds.
It
But
did look like somebody got a hand on it, but it was moving so quickly, it's difficult to say.
So they do place it at the 30. Lions going left to right. Berkman back in at quarterback. Escobedo and Stout in the backfield. Parker and Lavin on the near side. Carlos Aleman, receiver on the far side. Snap is back. Stout, run up the middle. Gains about 4 on that carry.
Yeah, you'll take that each time.
Clock is now inside of 9 minutes here in the third. Another run, and he is stuffed behind the line. Good defensive pressure.
Yeah, too much penetration there off the snap of the ball for that to develop at all. Lost a couple on that play. Oh, no, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he had lost a yard.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Lions. Put trips on the far side, the wide side of the field. Garrett Peets, receiver on the near side. Rolling out to the left, looking to throw. Tucks it, keeps it, and he goes out of bounds, unable to pick up a first down. Berkman picked up about
there.
1 or 2.
Nothing there for Cameron Berkman. He looked downfield, thought about throwing it, but he just threw an interception the drive before, and that's gonna cause you to hesitate, especially if there are defensive backs in the area. Probably wise for him not to throw it there. We'll see if Rodriguez can get his foot into this one and at least put the Eagles back with their back against their own goal line.
Dickman is back, ready to receive the punt. Rodriguez gets it off. Dickman catches it. Fair catch right at the 35. So Georgetown will set up with 7:55 left in the third. Up 49-9.
Got to get a stop here, obviously. It's become kind of the repetitive thing we've said every time Georgetown takes over possession of the football. It's you got to get a stop, and until you get a stop, then you're going to lack a little bit of the confidence you need to really produce out there on the football field. And a stop here, that's step one.
So Hollebeck is running back in with quarterback Boris. He's still in the game. He's going to keep it himself. Gets upfield and gets plenty for a first down. Got about 15 on that, and that's just frustrating when the a little play action quarterback keeper and he goes for 15 off the left side.
And Michael Segovia getting a stop there for the Lions. But you would think that, at this point you'd pull your starting quarterback out for risk of injury, but the Georgetown Eagles continuing to attack offensively against this line defense that's been weakened by some missing players.
Ball's on the ground. Boris able to fall on it to lose about 8 or so on that.
That's helpful.
Yeah, looked like they were maybe going to do a jet sweep or some type of play action, but he dropped the ball, fell on it, and they will set up. It'll be, it looks like second and about
17.
17.
The Lions just need some kind of turnover, some kind of big play that will spark them on the defensive side of the ball.
4 receivers set on the near side. They're going to run off the left side. Got a lot of room. Bounces out, stiff arm. There for a first down the sideline. Stays in bounds. And he gets knocked out inside the 15-yard line. That was Cody Hollebeck with a nice run and shows good strength by using that stiff arm to get another 20 yards.
The right side of the offensive line just caved in that left side of the defensive formation for the Lions, and it opened it up for Hollebeck. And he took advantage and got more with the stiff arm, as you said.
First and 10. Jet sweep. Lions able to stop that. That was Holyfield, and number 4, Claire, picked up maybe 1 or 2 on that carry.
Looks like they're going to give him a gain of 1.
So ball will be on the near hash. Ball right at the 20-yard line, or 15-yard line, sorry. Going to be second and 9. 4 receivers on the short side of the field. It's going to be another run to the left side. It's wide open. He cuts back again inside, and looks like he's going to go in for another touchdown for Georgetown.
Wow.
Kind of like an overload like we used to do back in the day, but, they're doing it with receivers, spreading them out on the left side, and the defensive line is just getting pushed back from that left side of the offensive line, able to make a cut back towards the middle, and no one's there.
Another short drive for the Eagle offense. They're probably averaging about 6 plays a drive, and as we've mentioned, they've scored on every drive but one, and the only reason they didn't score on that drive is they ran out of time before half. Now, the Lions did get a sack and probably would have forced a punt regardless of when that drive occurred. But
so the kick is good, but there's a flag down.
And long discussion there by the crew, trying to determine what exactly occurred. Going against the Lions.
That'll be enforced on the kick. Score is 56-9, 5:10 left in the third. Now we'll see if the Lions come out with their starters, if they put some other people in to get them some game time experience. Game's a little out of hand right now, Chuck.
Yeah, I think you get as much of that as you can. You don't want to give up on the year. The Lions are certainly not eliminated from playoff contention, although it gets a little tougher. but you want the guys that are going to contribute as this season wears on to get some playing time, as well as those guys that may be real big contributors during the next season. They get some real experience in district play against a quality opponent like the Eagles. It can go a long way to their development
Yeah,
and success next year.
and even for some other players that may get some experience this game, they may need them in 2 games, or
Right.
maybe another starter that's out, or someone that's dinged up.
Exactly.
And Georgetown kicking off from their 40 or Leander's 45-yard line, but hey, you don't want to say, hey, let's just throw in the towel here. There are definitely things you can work on. Do you bring the offense back out and say, hey, we got to keep working on these
Oh,
things
yeah.
because we're gonna see some of this down the road, and anybody that's watching film will say, well, what did Georgetown do? And there are going to be some copycats on how they try to exploit some of the holes that we've seen so far tonight by injury or by other design. But we're going to see that, and now the Lions have got to come out, and they're not going to quit. We know that,
Yes.
but they've got to develop something here this second half.
Well, at the very least, just confidence moving into the home game next Friday against A&M Consolidated. It's not a slouch of a football program there at Consolidated, and you can expect they're going to run the ball very similarly to College Station High School.
So Logan Mitchell is now in at quarterback. Snap is back. Looking to throw over the middle, and it is, almost would have had a pick six. That was number 33 for Georgetown. He dropped it. That is Justin Martinez. Had it right in his hands.
Mitchell didn't see him, but he had Salazar had a step on his defender, and the pass would have hit Salazar in the hand, but stepping right in front of it, as you mentioned, number 33, Martinez, he could have taken that the other way, and that just would be devastating.
So Mitchell's out. Berkman back in. 2nd and 10, 5 minutes left here in the third. Berkman looking to throw. Steps up. It is caught by Salazar, and he gets taken down right at the 30. Picked up about 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, he cut the yardage needed for the first down in half on that play. It makes it third and quite a bit more manageable at 5 for the first down.
Empty set once again for Leander. Yeah, they've been trying to spread this Georgetown defense out, and they've had some success with the short passing game, but they've kind of couple penalties have really set them back, and they've been unable to capitalize, and Georgetown has. Snap back. Oh, another tip pass again. That's probably the fourth, or at least the fourth tonight, Chuck.
Tough break there. They get upfield there on the edges, and they keep Berkman in that pocket. And Berkman, he turned to throw to his release valve, and a defender able to get a paw up.
And he would have had a first down, catch that ball. I mean, you can see the green, he had it. And we've seen a couple times tonight where they've had an opportunity to pick up a first down or a lot more, but the ball's been batted down at the defensive line of scrimmage. And, now they're bringing out the punting unit once again.
Well, and they tell you that when they teach you D-line, if you're not getting to the quarterback on a pass play, you need to get your hands in the air, and there's a reason for that. You have an opportunity to bat the ball to the ground.
Dickman back deep. Fair catch right at the 35. So Georgetown will set up their offense once again, leading 56-9 with 3:56 left in the third.
Been a long night, Mark, and there's still a lot of it left, and the Lions need to dig down deep, really, and see, like I said, they need to get a stop here defensively, see if they can get some offense generated, because you're just building towards next week. That you want to go 1-0 every Friday night.
Yeah, it looks like we've got some defensive substitutions out there. Still have Boris in at quarterback and Hollebeck in the backfield. It's another run up the middle. And he keeps churning and going forward. Finally bring him down at the 50.
Segovia took a ride on Hollebeck's back there.
That's a 15-yard carry after he was hit probably 5 yards. Got about another 10 yards after contact. Ball right at midfield. Hollaback off the right side. And he is brought down by number 19 and number 35.
Minimal gain there.
Malachi Phelan, and Allender got 2 on that carry. Second and 8. Hollaback off the left side, got a lot of room up the middle. Goes all the way down to near the 30-yard line, about another 15, 20-yard carry.
Brzezinski able to basically save another touchdown because he gets by Gavin Brzezinski and there's nothing but green in front of him. And I can guarantee you that Hollaback doesn't care what the score is. He wants a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's getting his time.
Play action. Pass out to the left, a little too high, incomplete. Tried to go to number 80 for the Eagles. Dax Lambright, incomplete.
And that might be an example of why Barras is still in the game for Georgetown, because maybe they're still working on him.
Yeah.
Maybe the backup's not healthy fully.
Yep. Second and 10. Handoff up the middle, got a lot of room once again.
Looked like there might have been a hole there in the middle, but no call.
Tackled by number 8, Langston Brady. They'll move the chains one more time, and they've just been that middle's been wide open on these little handoffs to Hollaback. Offensive line is getting a good push, and they're keeping their block.
It's really the Georgetown performance tonight is hinged totally on that offensive line, and they've played really well for the Eagles.
Another run.
Just
more
big
room.
Holes.
Gets inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, he's got 5-yard holes up the middle.
Yeah, even in the first half, the holes weren't that big. I mean, these things have really opened up here. Petter was running through much smaller holes.
Yep.
In the defensive line, but this offensive line is really playing well here late.
Second and 2. Handoff off the left side. He cuts it up. Good job coming upfield and making the tackle.
Much better effort by the D-line of the Lions there. Looks like they picked up a 1st and goal, though.
Claire with good job coming inside, turning it in, and making the tackle. But, yeah, they'll set up 1st and goal right about the 4.
Yeah, it's a tall order to get a stop here, but you have the opportunity. It looks like the Eagles will let the third quarter wind down. While they do that, I want to shout out the silver sponsors. We've talked about the platinum and the gold sponsors here for Leander Lions Football Booster Club, but spend a little less time mentioning the silver sponsors, and they are ATX Appraisal. For your real estate appraisals, call them at 512-769-2659. BB Shine's Car Wash, and get your car detailed. Call them at 512-528-4040. For electrical, industrial, commercial service, call Shelf Electrical Services. That's CHELF. You can reach them at 512-809-0844. And for your insurance needs, call JT Reisdorf. He's a State Farm insurance agent. You can reach him at 512-219-7295. And, of course, Randall's on Lakeline at 737-843-3073. And I should probably mention the Lion Nation sponsors there: Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Cold Drum at Edward Jones, Golden Chick, Hellas Sports Construction, Pendleton Orthodontics, River City Construction and Design, Smoky Moe's Texas Barbecue, Texas Disposal Systems, and Bahama Bucks.
Thank you, all of you sponsors. We appreciate it. Couple quick scores. Glenn is up on Eastview 31-21 in the fourth quarter. Liberty Hill is still trailing Veterans Memorial 49-42. Rouse is losing to Belton 36-13, and we'll get a couple more after this play.
What a shootout in that Liberty Hill game.
So it looks like we have a new quarterback in. His little pitch out to the right, cuts up inside, and another touchdown for Georgetown.
Almost looked like a broken play, but the Lion defense almost seemed like the play should have been stopped the way that they set up, but it is now a 61-9, I believe. They already give them the extra.
62.
Well, I think they haven't made the extra point yet. It was 55-9. So until they make the extra point, it's 61-9. The scoreboard has a lot of confidence in their kicker, and maybe deservedly so. We'll see. He's Mr. Automatic. Because they did miss one of their extra points. The Lions were able to block one of them.
Kick is up.
So they've actually got the score incorrect here at the stadium. It is 62-9, not 63-9. There have been 9 touchdowns, but one of those extra points were blocked.
So a couple other scores. Final score, College Station Cougars 17, Cedar Park 0. And Vista Ridge 20, Westwood Warriors 16 in the fourth quarter.
On SHNSports.com, that's SHN Sports.
Well, we'll see what who comes out for the Lions offense. They're going to get the ball back here with 11:49 left in the ball game. And we'll see if Georgetown makes any defensive changes.
You know, you as a Lion offense, this is just my opinion. You really want to work on your basic stuff here. The stuff that you can execute and that you know that you need to do well throughout the remainder of the season. You know, now's not the time to dust off a trick play, because you put that on film, you might need that later in a closer game, and you don't want the opponents to see that or have it available on film. So, you know, any onsides, any fake punts or anything like that, you know, the little hook and ladder or the flea flicker, you want to hold off on those. You just want to run your basic run plays, your basic pass plays. Work on technique. You're really not going to go against a much better opponent, at least on this night. The Georgetown Eagles have looked like the best team we've played all season.
Definitely. Kick is up. Caught at the 9. Gets upfield. Got to see him. Got to see him. Lavin trying to make a move, and he gets brought down right at the 45-yard line. But, yeah, he's been the most productive player tonight.
The bright spot for the Lions for sure, Kyle Lavin. He's had a couple of really nice returns. That one, the best of the evening. And then, of course, he caught that touchdown pass and scooted down the far sideline for the touchdown there before the half ended. You'd like to see the Lions get some more points here. We'll see what the offense can do.
Yep, Berkman still in at quarterback. Low snap, keeps it himself, broken play, and he gets lit up right about the line of scrimmage by number 16, Garrett Lloyd.
Pretty good tackle there by Lloyd. Berkman did a good job of scooping that up off the ground and really trying to make something out of it. If it wasn't for Lloyd, he would have had a nice game.
Yeah, and that was a good job not having your knee on the ground when you feel that ball.
Exactly.
Because it would have been a dead ball right there.
It's just basically a sack at that point.
So empty set for the Lions, 5 receivers. Berkman looking to throw. Looking downfield. It is dropped.
Oh, that hit him. It's a little bit behind the receiver, but it still should have been caught. That was Augustus Bay Arena.
Yeah, Augustus Bay Arena, incomplete, in and out of his hands.
He's had some receptions this year,
Yep.
so he's fairly reliable in the area of receiving the football. But there, he kind of wanted to turn upfield. It was a little bit behind him on that back shoulder. He turned a little bit upfield before he secured the football.
So 3rd and 10. Quick pass out. Caught by Lavin. Got a first down. See if he can scoot in for another score, and he does. Look at that speed.
Lavin got a nice block out there on the edge. I didn't see who made the block, but it was the difference.
Yeah, a couple of the receivers, number 24, number 16, were out there. Alleman and I believe Pites. So, yeah, I mean, great game tonight by Lavin. I mean, you just saw his speed right there. He just needs a crease, and he was gone.
Yeah, you want to see him get more touches as the season wears on. He certainly earned the right to get the ball more tonight.
So the kick is up, and it is good. So it is 63-15.
62 to 16.
Well, we'll go.
They are incorrect. And you know, it's neither here nor there. That 1 point's not going to make a difference. But you know, for accuracy's sake, and I've been in enough math classes that you got to have it correct, or you don't always get partial credit.
I thought that was a flag. No, but just something on the field right about the 50. So Lions are going to kick. Georgetown will get the ball back. We'll see if they make any other changes. They brought in a new quarterback. I believe that was 32. Jaheim Dowd, I think, was in for that last snap with the pitch for the run. So we'll see what personnel Georgetown brings out here, up 63-16. But yeah, there's still 10 minutes left in the ball game.
Yeah, you know, this is one of those opportunities that you may be tempted to dust off an onside to give your offense another possession. I really don't think that's advisable at this point.
No, you're not going to make up the difference.
And you're going to put it on film for somebody else to see, that, you know, may allow them to be prepared for the situation when you really need it in a game, say against Eastview or Cedar Park, or even next week against Consolidated. Yeah, just let Rodriguez work that that golden toe out right here. Just let him hammer it.
Deep kick back into the end zone, and they will let it go. So Georgetown will set up on their 25.
Just exactly as I suggested. Just hammer it. Get the defense out. I mean, the defense needs work too.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of stops here in the second half, but still the Eagles able to put up 21 points. Maybe I am wrong. It was 41 at halftime, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, so they added an extra point. They got me in here questioning my math.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what the score was.
I think it was 41-9 at half.
Well, new quarterback in, and it is a handoff to number 20, and he is tackled. That's running back number 20, Isaiah Justice.
There on the stop was Langston Brady.
And that quarterback is number 32, Jaheim Dowd. So substitutions all around for both teams. We'll try and get all the numbers here that we can. Snap is back. Another run off the left side.
20's got some speed on him.
Good job by number 21 for Leander coming up. That's Enzo Gonzalez coming up, but still had enough for a first down. And looks like a flag. Is that a flag down, or may just be a towel? Right about the 40.
Just a towel.
That's just a towel. There we go.
Towel or tape or something.
So Georgetown with 1st and 10 at their 40-yard line. 8:48 left in the ball game.
Isaiah Justice, the backup running back, he's got some good quickness. A little bit of a scat back. A big difference from Petter in the first half.
Justice with another carry, cuts it inside, now tries to bounce it outside, got some speed to the 50, to the 40, Brzezinski knocks him out of bounds inside the 30.
Yeah, Brzezinski, kind of wanted to make sure, he probably could have tried to make a play about 10, 12 yards before that, but he was worried about Justice cutting inside of him because he was the last line of defense to prevent a long touchdown run.
Yeah, you have to use that sideline kind of as another defender and kind of,
Yeah,
force him out.
Did a very effective job of doing that. He allowed another additional 8, maybe 10 yards on that gain, but it might have been another 25 on the gain and a touchdown. So good job, Brzezinski.
Justice, another carry, bounces it on the near side, tries to turn the corner. Good job coming up by number
40
for Leander.
Pretty good job of stringing that out by the Lion defense. Justice still able to manage about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Segovia on the tackle. 2nd and 6, 7:30 left in the game. Ball's at Leander's 24-yard line.
The Eagles not really worried about the clock. They may not burn any of their timeouts here in the second half.
Little play action quarterback keeper, number 32 with the carry, Dowd.
Yeah, he picked up the first down, but Brzezinski punished him right at the line to gain, make him think twice about coming up the middle like that. You get your teeth rattled like that. Defense needs to get him a stop here. 6.5 to go.
Justice, another carry up the middle. Gets down to about the 10.
He is water bug quick.
Got about 8 on that carry.
Again, when you get blocks like the Georgetown Eagles offensive line are putting out there, makes your job as a running back a lot easier. Kind of an interesting number for a quarterback. Yaheem Dowd wearing 32.
Takes it himself. Gets to the outside, to the 5, and close to a touchdown, and they knock him out at the 1.
Pretty good play there at the goal line. Was that Brzezinski again? Looked like it was.
Yeah, Brzezinski was there, and also Phelan was there, number 19. So down, 1st and goal at the 1. Going to keep it himself, and he's going to go in. So Dowd with the touchdown.
It is 68 to 16. The reason they added that extra point back on there, they want to hit 70. That's what I suspect, or it's just a mistake.
Same kicker out. Kick is up, and it is good. Guzman been out there all night. I guess that may be their only kicker.
Certainly not what we expected here tonight from the Leander Lions. We knew Georgetown was pretty good, but I think we were a little surprised at how good the Eagles actually are.
Yeah, so after tonight, next week, we will be at Bible Stadium. That's going to be middle school night. A&M Consolidated Tigers will be coming to town. It'll be the first time we've seen them. That'll be a exciting game, a new team that we have not seen. And then Lions travel to the field, and they will play the Hendrickson Hawks on the 21st. Lions then travel to Gupton and play the Cedar Park Timberwolves. And then Lions finish out their regular season on November 4th at home, senior night against the Eastview Patriots. So Lavin is still in, and I believe that probably is Parker as well, back deep. Guzman at the line drive. It takes a bounce. Lavin at the 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, almost slipped out of there.
He had that lane again.
Pretty good open field tackle by number 29, Seth Warren, to keep him from going all the way for 6.
Yeah, I can see Consolidated next week kicking away from Kyle Lavin.
Yeah, he's done a really good job tonight. Now that he's, done that a few times, he has some confidence, and, we've seen him on all year long have a good season, but he's really done a great job tonight with those kickoff returns.
Really one of the few bright spots for the Lions this evening.
And there's a nice run by Logan Mitchell off the right side, first down.
You like the experience the young sophomores getting tonight?
Ball inside Georgetown territory. We're at the 49. And he's going to keep it himself off the left side. Stiff arm. Stays up.
At the line of scrimmage.
Gets down to about the 41, but yeah, there's a flag back at the 49.
Very nice gain, though. See who it's against. Generally, that would be an offsides.
There's a flag on either side of the field, so yeah, they both saw it.
They're coming back, though. They're going to call it on the defense. So it'll be 1st and 5.
Clock now down inside 4 minutes and rolling. Once again, going to roll off the left side. Spin move. Nice move. Gets down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a first down. Another good run by Mitchell.
Yeah, I'd like to see the offense finish this evening off with a touchdown drive here in potentially their last possession as we wind down to about 3:15 on the clock.
Clock now approaching 3 minutes. There's a
keeper.
Another keeper again. Got about maybe one.
Number 7. That's number 6, Logan Mitchell.
So it'll be 2nd and 9, ball at the 30. And yeah, we're just going to be playing out the clock here. Clock is down to 2:30.
Yeah, you just want to end with some success offensively.
Looking to throw. Caught. Gets upfield to about the 25-yard line.
Ethan Red. No,
That
check that. That's number 17.
17. Yeah, that is Augustus Bayarina.
I need about 4 for a first. That's obviously 2 down territory here.
Mitchell looking to throw. It is up, and it is intercepted in the end zone.
That's a tough break.
By number 24 for Georgetown, Osiris Presley. So 1:33 left in the ball game. Georgetown able to get an interception, so they'll set up right at the 20.
Yeah, tough. Going to be a tough 90 seconds here, remaining 93 seconds on the clock. I would expect both teams have all their timeouts, but I would expect the Eagles to probably run some basic plays if they don't take a knee.
May try and get some other players some carries here. 34 is in at running back, and that is Mays. And they do hand it to Mays, and he is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Nice job. Ethan Rhett coming up. Loses about 5 on that carry.
Yeah, I expect them to take all the time that they can on the play clock. There's still 20 seconds left on the play clock, about 1:03 on the game clock.
Another handoff to Mays. Gets some positive yards. Gets about 6 on that carry. Clock is now down at 47, so we'll have one more play here. Well, thanks for tuning in to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. Mark Sickles, Chuck Cracy, Mickey Holden. Tough game for the Lions. And another run up the middle, and that will be about it. Tune in next week. A&M Consolidated is coming to town. If you can't make it out to the stadium, tune in for the broadcast. We will not have a Coaches Show podcast. The next one will be on the 17th. So thanks for tuning in. Have a nice weekend. Tough game for Leander tonight here in Georgetown, but we will talk to you next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.
Good night.